Good morning everyone, Saira. Let us continue with our Maths 1 online teaching session. In the previous session, I started with linear equation in two variables, that is chapter number 5. I have finished the first three sums of practice set 5.2, the word problems. In this session, I am going to continue further with 5.2, that is question number 4. Now let's see the question. The total number of lions and peacocks in a certain zoo is 50. The total number of their legs is 140. Then find the number of lions and peacocks in the zoo. Okay. So as I told you, the first step will be proper assumption, and it will start from the last step of the question, last statement of the question. So read it. Number of lions and peacocks in the zoo. So I have to start my sum from here, giving proper assumption for number of lions as x and number of peacocks in the zoo as y. So that is my first step. Let the number of lions be x and number of peacocks be y. Then move to the first part, the first statement of the question, that is total number of lions and peacocks is 50. If total number is 50 and individually they are x and y, total is 50. So what should I get as my first equation? That this x plus y is nothing but the total. Are you understanding it? See, number of lions I have assumed as x, number of peacocks is y, total is given as 50. So my first equation will be x plus y is equal to 50. I hope you have understood this. Correct? Then what is the next statement? The next statement is total number of their legs. Now little bit general knowledge you should have, that when I talk about lions, how many legs it will have? 4. Yes or no? And peacocks 2. So if there are x lions, total number of legs will be 4 into x. Why? Because one lion has 4 legs, so x lions will have 4x legs. Correct? If the total number of peacocks is y, so total number of legs will be how much? 1 peacock, 2 legs. So y peacocks will have 2y. I hope you are understanding it. And here the total number of legs is given as 140. So see how second equation can be framed. Lion has 4 legs while peacock has 2 legs. So according to the second condition, total number of their legs was 140. So 4 into x and 2 into y. Yes, 4 into x because number of lions is x. So 4x. Total number of legs will be 4x. Number of peacocks is y. So total number of legs will be 2y. And in the question the given condition is total is 140. So 4x plus 2y is equal to 140. This will be the next equation how I will frame it. Now I have not numbered it as 2 because look at equation number 1. It is x plus y 50. Correct? Equation number 2 is 4x plus 2y is equal to 140. Now this equation is having a common factor. Which is a common factor? Yes, 2. All these numbers can be divided by 2. So my next step is dividing by 2 on both sides. So 4x when I divide by 2 it will become 2x. 2y when I divide by 2 it will become only y. And 140 divided by 2 is 70. So I get 2x plus y is equal to 70. That is my equation number 2. But why I have divided by 2? Now see, this y coefficient are same. It means that both the equations can be simplified by simply subtracting equation 2 from 1. I have made them same coefficient with same number. 1 is here and here also 1. So it can be easily simplified by subtraction. So my next step is subtracting equation number 2 from 1. Then see what we get. As I have told you, while subtracting, the sign of the second equation changes. So this 2x will become minus 2x, plus y will become minus y, and 70 will become minus 70. All sign will change. In exam also you have to show this change of sign, right? Then plus y minus y will get cancelled. X minus 2x is minus x. 50 minus 70 is minus 20. Then minus and minus is getting cancelled. X will be 20. One of the value of the variable I have got. Now what is left? To get the value of the other variable. So wherever easy equations are there you can substitute. I feel equation number 1 is easier than equation 2. So I am substituting x is equal to 20 in equation number 1. So 20 plus y is equal to 50. Shift this 20 this side. It will become minus. Y is equal to 50 minus 20. That is nothing but 30. So we have got y as 30 and x as 20. So these are our final answers. We have to write the final answer as the number of lions and peacocks in the zoo are 20 and 30 respectively. 20 was assumption for number of lions, so it is 20. X was the assumption, right? And y was the assumption for number of peacocks, so that is nothing but 30. So in this way you have to do the sum and write the final answer. Let us move to the next question, that is fifth sum of the practice set. Sanjay gets a fixed monthly income. Every year there is a certain increment in his salary. After 4 years, his monthly salary was rupees 4,500. After 10 years, his monthly salary became 5,400 rupees. Then find his original salary and yearly increment. Correct? I have read the question. Now part by part, we will read it again and try to frame the equation. Let us come to the last part of the sum, from where I will think what I have to assume. Question is, find his original salary and yearly increment. So these are the two things which I have to consider. So let us start our sum from here. Let the original salary of Sanjay be X rupees, while his yearly income be Y rupees. Okay. Now before I frame the equation, you should understand the meaning of this. Fixed monthly income and certain increment, that is yearly increment. Now what do we mean by that? Now see, salary, fixed monthly salary, it has not been increased every month, that is fixed, it is mentioned. But every year, that is annual increment, every year his increment will be given. Suppose I give you an example, try to understand. A person whose fixed monthly salary is 10,000 rupees, okay, and he is given an yearly increment. At the end of 1 year, his increment will be say 1,000 rupees. Okay, so at the end of first year, how much amount he will get? The 10,000 amount which is fixed plus 1,000 which I have told you as yearly increment. So it will be 10 plus 1, that is 11,000. Yes or no? At the end of 2 years, how much he will get? Monthly income is fixed, that is 10,000. But after 2 years I am saying, so it will be 2 into 1,000. 2,000 will be his increment. So 10 plus 2, 12,000. I hope you are understanding it. If not, let us see how it can be framed. Listen again carefully. I hope this is understood. The last part. Original salary X, yearly income be Y. Now let us read this. After 4 years, okay, after 4 years, his monthly salary is 4,500. Okay, now see. After 4 years, his monthly income is fixed. Yes, that is X. That is not going to change. But since it is after 4 years, an annual increment I have taken Y. So in 4 years, if 1 year his increment is 1,000, in 4 years his increment will be 4,000. His fixed monthly salary plus annual increment will be his total amount, that is 4,500. See this. Every year there is a certain increment after 4 years, right? So X will be fixed. Since it is 4, this Y will get multiplied by it. So X plus 4 into Y is nothing but his income, that is 4,500. Now with this, can you guess the second equation? Look at this. After 10 years, this monthly salary will become 5,400. Now it is after 10 years. This will be fixed, so X will be there. But since it is after 10 years, this Y will get multiplied by 10. So how to frame the second equation? X plus 10 into Y, that is 10Y, is equal to this amount. Look at this. According to the second condition, X plus 10Y is equal to 5,400. I hope you are understanding it. See how it is done. His income after 4 years is 4,500. So for that, what is done? His monthly salary, which was fixed, since it is after 4 years, annual increment is Y. So 4 into Y, 4Y, and total amount was 4,500. Similarly here, after 10 years it is. So X will be there definitely. after 10 years, so 10 into y and 5400. Okay, so this way these two equations can be framed. Now look at this, these are simple equations where x and x terms are same. So we can subtract equation 2 from equation 1, wherein we have to change the sign like this, and this term will get eliminated. What will be left? 4y minus 10y. How much? Minus 6y. And 4500 minus 5400. So we get minus 6y is equal to minus 900. Okay. Then this minus and minus can be cancelled. What is left? Y is equal to 900 upon 6. So y is equal to 150. With this is one part of the answer. Substitute this y is equal to 150 in equation number 1. X plus 4y is equal to 4500 was my equation number 1, in which y I have to substitute 150. So x plus 4 into 150 is equal to 4500. When I multiply this, I get 600. Shift this 600 this side. 4500 minus 600. So x will be 3900. We have got the value of x, we have got the value of y. Correct? So this way we will write the final answer. X was nothing but original salary. Y was nothing but annual increment or yearly increment. So final answer is original salary of Sanjay is rupees 3900 and his yearly increment is rupees 150. I hope all the steps of this sum are clear to you. Let us move to the next question. Okay, let us move to the sixth sum. The price of 3 chairs and 2 tables is rupees 4500. Price of 5 chairs and 3 tables is rupees 7000. Then find the price of 2 chairs and 2 tables. Now even though I have told you to go to the last part of the sum and assume from there, don't do the mistake of assuming let the price of 2 chairs be x and 2 tables be y. Then to get 3 chairs will be difficult. Always try to assume with respect to 1. Okay. So let the price of 1 chair be x, rupees x, and 1 table be rupees y. That should be our first step. Once we have assumed, then go back to the first part of the question. The price of 3 chairs. Now if 1 chair cost rupees x, then 3 chairs will cost 3x. Correct? 1 table cost rupees y, then 2 tables will cost 2y. This way. And they have told us that the price of 3 chairs and 2 tables is nothing but 4500. It means that the total of these two should be 4500. So 3x plus 2y is 4500. Equation number 1. Once this is done, let us read the next part. And the price of 5 chairs. If 1 chair is x, 5 chairs will be 5x. And 3 tables. Correct? 1 table is y, 3 tables will be 3y. What is the total amount given? 7000. So total of this should be 7000. That is nothing but my equation number 2. Now look at these two equations. Right? Look at the coefficient of x. Here is 3, here is 5. They both are different. Coefficient of y. This is 2 and this is 3. They both are also different. So our next step will be to multiply both the equations with suitable number so that we get the same coefficient. Now for that, what is to be done? We have to take the LCM. Now this is 2 here and this is 3 here. 2 and 3. What is the LCM of 2 and 3? 6. Correct? So I want 6 here and I want 6 here also. How can I get 6 here? If I multiply this 2 by 3. 2 3s will become 6. And if I multiply this 3 by 2, this also will become 6. So our next step is multiplying equation number 1 by 3 and equation number 2 by 2. See, this was my equation number 1. 3x plus 2y is equal to 4500. So this equation I am going to multiply by 3. So 3 3s are 9x. 2 into 3 is 6y. And 4500 into 3 is 13,500. Okay. This way I get this as equation number 3. I have written even equation number 2 for you. See, equation number 2 is to be multiplied by what? 2. I have explained why I am multiplying by 3 and 2. This is multiplied by 3 so that we get 6 here. This is multiplied by 2 so that we get 6 here. Coefficients will become same and then it can be subtracted. we are actually taking LCM, equating the coefficient. Okay, so when I multiply this equation number 2 by 2, what do I get? 5 2s are 10x, 3 into 2 is 6y, and 7000 into 2 is nothing but 14,000. That is my equation number 4. Now I have got this two new equations. Look at it. This is also 6y and even this is 6y. So both these equations can be simplified by subtracting. So what we are going to do is subtracting equation 2 from 3 from, yes, we have got 3 and 4, right? Subtracting equations 3 and 4. So what we will get? When I subtract, I need to change the sign of all this. So this will become minus 10x, this will become minus 6y, this will become minus 14,000. So first step is plus 6y minus 6y will get cancelled. 9 minus 10x is minus x, and this when I subtract I get minus 500. Why minus? Because 14,000 is a greater number with a minus sign. So minus 500. Next step is, first of all, this minus and minus can be cancelled. X is equal to 500. One of the answer we have got here. Now substitute x is equal to 500 in equation number 1. So 3x plus 2y is equal to 4,500 was my equation number 1. In this, x has to be substituted as 500, right? So 3 into 500, this 2y will be as it is, 4,500 will be as it is. 3 into 500 is 1,500 plus 2y is equal to 4,500. Now what? Shift this 1,500 this side. What we will get? 2y is equal to 4,500 minus 1,500. So 2y is equal to 3,000. Next step is 2 can be shifted down. Y is equal to 3,000 upon 2, which comes to 1,500. Okay. So x was 500, that is cost of one chair. Y is 1,500, that is cost of one table. What they have asked us in this, price of 2 chairs and 2 tables. So 2x plus 2y. Do not forget this. They are not asking us price of 1 chair and 1 table. They are asking us price of 2 chair, so 2x, 2 tables, so 2y. Okay. So 2 into 500 plus 2 into 1,500. From where do I get this? These are the values of x and y. So 2 into 500 is 1,000. 2 into 1,500 is 3,000. Total comes to 4,000. This should be your final answer, not this. Okay. You have to get the price of 2 chairs and 2 tables, the total of it. So final answer, the price of 2 chairs and 2 tables is nothing but rupees 400. I hope you have understood all the steps of this sum, right? One by one, go through the steps, understand it and solve it. With this, we come to an end of this session. In this session, I have completed only 3 sums. I am not going at a faster rate. I know word problems, many find it difficult. I am doing it very slowly. Only 3 sums in this session. See it again and again. Try to understand the steps and solve it. And solve it and keep it in your notebook. Okay? With this, we come to an end of this session. Remaining will continue in the next session. Thank you.